Hey there guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another best class setup in Cold War video, and today we have something very cool for you. Basically what we are taking a look at is of course one of the best LC10 class setups. Now I know that I've brought a number of these class setups out for you here today, but I was playing Call of Duty Cold War the other day and I got absolutely stomped by a Master Prestige random, and I'm pretty sure he was actually cheating. Like at the end of the day he was looking at me through walls and so on. But anyway, his LC10 class setup was absolutely insane. I don't know what you're thinking. There's not really too much you can actually do that we already haven't presented, but I've got an idea for you here today that might be worth checking out here. Just before we do get into it here, make sure you do hit that subscribe button with those notifications turned on. It really does help me out and I massively appreciate it. Only about 90% of you guys watching these videos right now are subscribed, so if you could take the time to hit that little red button for me, that would be absolutely massive. So let's just jump straight into our best LC10 class setup here because there's a little bit to talk about with this thing. So as usual with these videos, the timestamps will be on the video's loading bar and of course in the description, so if you are looking for something specific, make sure you do skip to that section. But as usual, we are going to start with our street sweeper in the secondary. Of course, this thing is still broken. You can get those 9-meter one-shot kills, which is absolutely hilarious with this particular weapon. So we'll start off with those street sweeper attachments here. We want to start off with that infantry V-choke. The tight out aim down sight pellet spread is really nice here when you are aiming down sight. Then we move to the barrel for the task force. This does give us that 9-meter one-shot kill, which at the moment is still pretty broken from what I can tell with the street sweeper. And then we move to the 18-round drum mag as well. This does give us the most amount of shells to fire, which is a very good option here. In the handle slot, we are going for that airborne elastic wrap here for that aim down sight speed increase of about 30%. Of course, aiming down sight with this particular weapon does tighten up that pellet spread, so it's nice to get that as fast as possible. And then lastly, we want to go with the nose stock for that sprint to fire speed increase of about 40%, meaning you can move around the map quite quickly and get those sights up as fast as possible. In the tactical slot, we're going to go with the stim shot. As usual, the old reliable option in this game, being able to continue our streak by jamming ourselves in the leg with a health pen is really nice. Then of course the Semtex in the lethal slot. You can also choose the C4 or really whatever you do prefer in this slot. This is entirely up to you. I usually roll with the Semtex. Then in the field upgrade slot, we do want that jammer here because denying that enemy information is of course very important in this game. It allows you to move around the map more freely in certain areas, and I can actually cover basically half the map on smaller maps like Nuketown. Then in the wildcard slot, we are going for perk grid, of course, so we get the extra amount of perks in this category. Nothing really else to say about this. And then in the perk category, we are taking a look at flak jacket because we want that explosive distance, and forward intel, so we get the extra minimap information including where enemies are respawning. Perk 2, we are taking Scavenger to increase our length of our streaks, and then Assassin. It's always nice to have extra information and get extra points from Assassin. And then Perk 3, you already know that we want Ghost and Ninja to stay off those spy planes, as well as not make sound when we are moving around. Okay, so what is different about this LC10 class setup that I noticed here? Now, the most interesting thing about this class setup is this thing does not actually run a muzzle attachment. Normally we would have run like an infantry compensator or a suppressor or something like that, but this particular setup does not actually run anything in the muzzle slot, so that's kind of interesting to start off with. Then of course, as usual, we start off with that task force barrel in the 7% increase to our damage, meaning we get a 4-shot kill if we are landing 2 headshots, as well as a 50% increase to our effective damage range, as well as a 75% increase to our bullet velocity. Then in the underbarrel slot, we are taking the field agent grip for that increase to our vertical and horizontal recoil control. This allows us to hit the shot very easily with this thing. Then of course the magazine, we want the Salvo 52 round fast mag for a very fast reload speed, as well as having the most amount of bullets to fire with this weapon is a very nice option to keep going here. Then we want that airborne elastic wrap for the aim down sight speed, flinch resistance, and of course aim while going prone. Again, get those sights up nice and quickly here. And then lastly, the Raider stock for that sprint to fire speed and aim walking movement speed. The sprint to fire speed on this weapon is particularly low as default, so we want to get that increase a little bit. So the most interesting thing, we're not taking a muzzle here, which is very interesting, but with the recoil control that we actually get from this weapon, we don't really need extra recoil controlling attachments. So this particular class setup does allow us to move around the map quite quickly and easily while we are aimed down sight, as well as have lots of bullets to fire and deal great damage at range. So as usual here, we are just going to jump into some gameplay and have an excellent time with this thing because the LC10 is one of the best guns in the game right now. Absolutely one of my favorites here. Alrighty guys, so jumping straight into Apocalypse here, we are looking for pretty easy kills. We've got double XP active, we've got all sorts of good things going on at the moment. But for the most part, this class setup is all about getting nice and close to people while also still having an excellent amount of damage range to sort of fight people at those medium distances. We do have to close in on this gap here, as most of the time people will be sitting in that area. A little bit too late to push that way. It's the right idea though. If you do push that way pretty early on in the game, you will for the most part usually get a kill. I think there is a couple of... yeah, there is. Yeet. Nice. Alright, having 52 rounds in the mag is always going to be good, but the LC10 is just one of my favorite weapons right now. It's just like, actually just so good. Oh boy. Please come in here. No, he didn't. He just left. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, as you probably know about Apocalypse, I've said this a million times already, you want to control this building here. Like, that's such a super important position to hold on this map, as it pretty much controls the middle lane. Get that guy. There's another guy there. No, I'm going to back off. I'm just going to leave him be. He's got that grenade launcher. I don't want to mess with any of that. But I really do like this class setup, man. I think it is fantastic. We did steal it from some random, as I mentioned earlier. I'm pretty sure he was cheating, though. So, people always sitting on there. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this random dude that we stole this class setup from was actually cheating. So, that's a little interesting, I guess. Okay, slide. Wait for him to come around the corner. No. I think he actually would have gone up top, maybe? Where did he go? He disappeared. He gone. They are going to be spawning over in the back left there, so nice little flick. I think they are. Oh, I shouldn't have peeked out there. I should not have peeked out there. It's always tough to shoot back into like in any position like that, but yeah, that was kind of dumb of us. If we had the armor, we probably would have been able to take that fight, but I think there was 2 of them. But with this particular class setup that we've got going on, we've actually, words are hard. We've decided to ditch the muzzle. And I feel like that's actually not been too detrimental. We're actually able to take that Raider stock, giving us that extra movement speed, that sprint to fire speed, which is super important with a weapon like this, because the sprint to fire speed is already, like, relatively low. Like, that's one of the weapon's actual flaws. Like, it does have quite low... Oi! It does have quite low sprint to fire speed, which for an SMG, or an SMG style class, is quite important. I'm feeling quite aggressive here, so... Oh, man. I don't like this position. No, we're actually good. We're actually good. I thought we were dead there. Get a nice little reload. Again, just controlling this area of the map is so... Oi! Everybody always grenading there, man. Just leave me alone for a sec. Let's got that guy there as well. We're still going okay. We're still going fine. Nah, no. I thought I just peeked back. Ah, man. I thought I peeked back in just at the right time to actually manage to pull that off, but apparently I mistimed it slightly and got shot in the head, so that is bad. We should be able to push around the little flank down the left or the right hand side of the map here. Pull out the minigun. Seeing goofy. Oh boy, that is a good little lineup. We can push back into the center building again. This is, as I said, I'm always going to say this. This is such an important building to hold. We just wait. Wait for that one there. Wait, that guy's covering it. No. Man, how do I miss shots? When you got a minigun like that, how are you actually missing shots, man? Like, jeez. We're doing alright, though. We are actually doing alright. I want to check the Semtex there. Hopefully that hits that guy. No, that's good. We can still push up, though. We almost... Oh, there's another guy. What are you... Are you kidding? Are you kidding? As if there's 2 people wearing the orange jumpsuit in that building there, and I managed to kill one of them, but not realize that there was a second one there. Only could happen to me, I reckon. That's such a me thing to do, man. Get the job done, get the actual kill, but not realize that there was 2 people there, and not actually get the job done. So... yeah, very, very standard from me. But in the upcoming balance patch, as I did mention in a video featuring what they are going to be looking at in the next update, the mid-season update, they are going to be doing a bunch... Oh, I shouldn't have taken that guy on there. They're going to be doing a bunch of weapon balancing, including the LC10, which is kind of sad. Hopefully they don't actually just, like, dumpster it and make it, like, terrible, because it's one of my favorite weapons. Nice. We've got the harp as well. Couple of boys coming out of there. This is... I'm just going to pre-fire him. I knew where he was. Okay, we can still... Just got to wait for him to drop down. Oh, I lost him. Ah! I lost the guy. That should have been something we cleaned up very easily, but that is down to me just being bad. I think he's actually sitting on the pre-fire. No, he's not. I can see his little dome, but I can't peek him with the minigun. But they are still just chilling here, so... Again, we will minigun this. Come on. Come on. There's 2. We have 2 miniguns. Oh boy. Huh? I don't think I killed the guy I wanted to kill there. Keep an eye on the right hand side. Nah, hell. Let's go. You kidding? Also, as it turns out, the minigun is really, really good at destroying aerial kill streaks that are quite close. So that helicopter there would be quite a good target for this if we had more bullets. I think you can pretty much almost destroy one from full HP with this thing. So that's actually pretty interesting. I didn't know that before. I tried it the other day and it just got the job done. So that was pretty nifty. But yeah, this game is... Ooh, no. I was going to say, he's just... You'd imagine he just sprints over there and just runs straight at me, gets the kill with my Semtex. Very disrespectful. We gotta be aggressive, try and get the last couple of... I don't know, we did alright. 33 and 6 is a pretty good game. We actually did not too badly there. And we'll have our final thoughts on this thing in just a second here, because this random LC10 class that I stole from this guy is... so good. Alrighty guys, so as we did talk about here previously, this particular class setup that we do have with the LC10 was stolen from some random on the internet who I definitely think was cheating because he was insane. Anyway, not having a muzzle on the LC10 is a very interesting option. Now I know a lot of people would want to run that stealth and that silencer build, but I don't think you really need it. Like, you can definitely get away with having that extra movement speed and basically sort of a higher kill potential without sort of having to reduce your damage or increase the recoil. It really depends on what you do run around with this thing, but the LC10 is one of my favorite guns in the game right now, and it is absolutely fantastic. So thank you very much for watching this one. I do massively appreciate it, of course. Make sure you do hit that subscribe button with those notifications turned on if you have not already done so. And I know about 90% of you guys watching this video right now are not subscribed, so if you could take the time to do that for me, that would be absolutely massive. I will, of course, see you in the next video. Bye!